Hello and welcome to Let's Play Deus Ex. This is going to be part 1, hope you all enjoy. But just before we start, if you haven't played this game before, it's a kind of action, stealth, adventure, conspiracy theory type game where there's different ways to do each objective, which makes it kind of a really good game. So let's get started. First of all, we need to make our character, and we'll start off with the name ZIGGYDANDER. There we go. Right, and then we want to upgrade computer, electronics, lockpicking, and then I'm going to downgrade pistol, because when you downgrade pistol and then start the game, you get trained pistol just for free, so why wouldn't you? You can also change what the guy looks like. This guy looks pretty damn cool, so I'm going to go him. I have got one mod installed, which is the high definition texture pack, which if you want to use it, there is a link in the video description below. Anyway, enough talking, let's get started. Hope you enjoy.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the Senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting, is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Or better than kings. Gods.
Oh. Sounds like something we'll need to put a stop to. So basically, just quickly before we start, you play as a nano-augmented agent. So you can find canisters of upgrades around the world which will allow your character to gain special abilities such as increased speed, makes your character stronger, and much more advanced stuff than that, which we will see as we get into the game. I just want to quickly check the quick save button. Quick save number pad plus, right, okay, because that will be useful in this. Cool, let's get going.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
There he's there. That's Paul, that's your brother. He's the other augmented agent. There's 2 of you. You're the second one.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
We want the GEP gun because you get a sniper and a crossbow on this level. And there's a wee robot that patrols the area, and we're going to want to...
Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Cool. Right, you can speak to characters and they'll give you
just gonna
hints.
stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the Triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out? It's a long story. You better head to the statue.
A very long story. Right, let's see.
Which Triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened. I wish I could have come. At the time, I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mine, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news. Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom. I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
What's that supposed to mean? You can also do this in this game. Battle 40. At number 8. There you go. We're on it. Right, so there's some stuff under here in case you're not the type of person that explores stuff. There we go, grab that, grab that. Okay. Let's continue on our merry way. So there is a number of different ways that you can do each objective, and that's one of the things that I like most about this game, is the fact that you could do this mission probably 5 different ways.
NSF everywhere, JC. Okay. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
So we're looking for a bum on the North Dock, and he will give us an alternate way into the building. But depending on what you say to him, he might not. Cool, okay, is that everything that we want? We don't want that on there, lockpicks to there, electric cell, nope. GEP gun. That's number 7 just now. Right, so this is where the game actually starts.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Is it not letting me save this? There we go. It didn't want to let me save there. It felt like... I think this is our man. This one. Let's just see which way he goes. Oh, he's coming right this way. We want to pick him up because if somebody sees his body, we'll alert them for probably only 2 seconds, but it'll still alert them. And we don't want that. Loads of stuff that you don't need that we're just going to drop. Let's eat the chocolate because Why would you wouldn't just throw away a bar of chocolate? That would be insane. There's another one of these guys going to walk down here and start heading over that direction that we could probably get now. We also want to get that box that is up there. I think it's a gas grenade. I done this, the first 3 enemies about 10 minutes ago, and then realised that I didn't press the button to start recording. I had to start the whole game again. It's fine though. It's fine though. As long as you stay behind the enemies, they're not very dangerous. He sees Paul or something, he's going to charge. Ah, you're right, that's a load of shit. There's no way he's seen me there. Stupid game, I'm letting the bots kill him. Then I have to. Since they cheated me. He's seen these guys and then attacked me when I was right behind them. Silly sausage. What's that? Oh, we dropped that, we don't need that. That's the first 2 out the way. Will be the gas grenade. That's there. Okay, turn the torch off. That's one of the augmentations that you've got, is you can make a big light come out your eyes. This is the UNATCO HQ in here. Mini crossbow. So depending on what you say to this guy, he'll either give you the code to that green building there, which is just some goodies in it.
Freight base is under lockdown till the danger's gone, Agent Denton. Right. How you guys holding up? UNATCO command made us pull back. I guess for Gunther's sake. What's the deal? We're ready to go in.
Can't speak for command, but I'm going to clean the place out. You need to say that, and then he'll give you the code.
I can't speak for command, but I'm going to clean the place out. I hear you. Manderley's right. You nano-augs are born and bred killers. I do my best. Better load up. There are some crates of ammo stashed in the antenna shaft behind the helipad. Might also want to check out the comm van next to it. The code's 0451.
Good
Thanks.
man.
I won't let you down. My tactic, when there's no cover like this, is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope. What do you think? I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow tranquilizer darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other. Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster? Sure, I will. As long as command has the rest of us on parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
Okay, so 700 for the scope. We probably
I'll
will
check back with you later.
but we don't have enough money for it right now, but we will probably get that off him. He gave us a code for this green building.
Welcome
over
aboard,
here.
Agent.
And the code is 0451. We're in. Medkit. You can hack computers in this game as well by clicking the hack button. This is a security terminal, so this should give me access to cameras, unlock doors, things of that nature. It won't be emails in here. Unlock, off, turn all the cameras off, and log out. If the timer gets down to 0, whoever put the camera there, their team will attack you. So there's the code for that machine there. If we'd have read that box, we would have knew the code, but we didn't have to. Oh, some more stuff. EMP grenade, those are good against robots. But grenades are sometimes a bit tricky to hit. That was also a key that we found to open this place. So we got the code off of him, we found a key, and we could have also hacked our way in. And that was just a wee room like that.
Everything was clear an hour ago. Then
what? What happened? I think he says then boom. I'm not sure. Right, there's a dude right there who wants this knife. Right in the back of his head. Oh, I thought he was right beside me, but I think it was a UNATCO guy. Oh, let's hide here for a second. I don't know if this guy on the left is going to see me. Oh, he's turned round. Right, okay. We need to get over here then. We should be able to get behind this guy now. You have to like get behind him then stand up. See, he didn't see me and I was much more likely to get seen off of him than the last guy. Tranquilizer darts, those are pretty annoying. If you get shot with those, it will just keep taking your health down for a few seconds. So we want to avoid getting shot with those as best as possible. There's the wee robot here. We're going to avoid this way just now and go burn this way though. We're just going to pick the enemies off one by one as they get isolated. That seems to be the best strategy in every game. TNT. Like, this is where I killed myself, so I'm going to do it a bit careful this time because it was extremely stupid what I done. I just flung it for here, that just landed and killed me. There we go. So we can use this to get healed in here, but it also gives you, I think it gives you some experience points. No, it does not, it seems. Did we picked up something we don't want? Get rid of that. This enemy's walking towards us. Just, I don't know if you can see him. Don't need these. We don't want that as a there, basically. Just gonna wait until he makes a mistake and we can get behind him. Like that. I will try and play the game like this as much as I can, like stealthily, but obviously sometimes stuff happens. Nice. So far so good. Obviously this game was made in, I think, the year 2000, so you'll find that it does have pretty old stuff in it, like it doesn't autosave ever. So if I died there, that was right back to the start, do all of that again. So I'll be quick saving quite a bit, because I don't want to play the same part over and over. Unless it's a hard bit and I die, but you can die to pretty easy enemies in this sometimes. And it's annoying. Get up close to these guys. They should start talking, I think.
That's the difference right there. Just take a look at him.
Bad?
They cut off his arm, replaced half his face.
Herman, right? He's a good soldier. Killed 3 of our men.
They'd have replaced his whole body if it would have improved performance. If that's how you judge a man, by performance, then eventually it's not about people, but upgrades, versions, functionality.
All I know is we could use a few mechs for ops like this.
Soon as we buy into the cult of the machine, we're just like them.
Rhetoric. Always more rhetoric.
So we want to...
They found us. Him.
Okay, you can't really stealth kill those two, they're too close together, so, and we don't have any like silenced weapons or anything yet, so it had to be, that's the way that it had to be. I think there's 3 dudes over here as well that we need to get in a similar fashion. I don't think that this guy will spot us coming across this open ground, but I am not sure. And I don't know if these guys are going to speak, but we'll get up close and see. blue guy's got a tranquilizer. So he has to be the first one to go down. Should have probably reloaded before Okay, you didn't hear that. Good. You remember and reload the next time that we go in for a situation like that, because that almost cost us. Don't want that. Go back. We want to get this guy. You can run till you're pretty close, but I wouldn't get too close. Because especially he's got the crossbow, if you can see it on his right hand. At that, there, you don't want to shot with those. It's good that we can crouch walk faster than they can normal walk. I do like that. Okay, cool. Don't turn round. Oh, I don't know if he sees us. He doesn't see us. Thank the Lord. Where are you going? Cool. Well, that's good, right? Well, that's all we've got time for in this episode, lads. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. And if you want, you could leave a like if you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.